what this definitely opens the door for is a lot more story now being added into the raid. And we already know that Blizzard have said that a lot more story is now being added to the dungeon. Because you now have such a thing as follower dungeons. So Blizzard can now make it where instead of stories ending in the world, and then you go into the dungeon optionally, they can now take all of those really cool bosses that you would sometimes fight in the normal quest line, and they can put them inside the dungeon. Because there is now such a thing as the follower dungeons, which is the story mode dungeons. And now that's happening with raids as well. So instead of the storyline sort of ending before the raid, and then you have to do the raid in order to continue the storyline can now be in the raid. If you're doing normal, heroic, and mythic, you can skip it because obviously you just have to kill some bosses, and you can do the story mode to actually see the proper story. So you can expect a lot more conversations, maybe, happening with regard to seeing bosses converse with one another and see a lot more story unfold. So basically, the raids are becoming something like a scenario in Mist of Pandaria, like that sort of thing, you know, which I think is super cool. We're not getting follower raids just yet. We're getting story mode raids, which allows for 1 to 5 players. So you can either do it single or you can do it with 4 other people. But imagine how cool it would be if you were to get follower raids, but then some of the followers can actually be your alts. And now imagine if you could actually use those follower raids to gear some of your alts. Like, your alts can actually get raid gear from the follower raids. How cool would that be?